Welcome to It's On Halifax with your hosts, Mark Adam and Pat King. It's On Halifax is brought to you by A2 Canada and Oasis on Spring Garden Road.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of It's On Halifax. I am one of your hosts, Mark Adam.
And I am the other one of your hosts, Pat King.
For those of you watching today, you can see Pat King's amazingly well-groomed mutton chops and Scottish cab driver hat.
Yes, well, I mean, I thought I would live my heritage a little bit, which is Scottish, Irish, and a hint of French.
Also, you'll notice he has new glasses.
Mm.
So you haven't got them taped up with tuck tape anymore.
No, they're brilliant. These things cost me $40 at clearlycontacts.ca, and they were at my door. I ordered them Thursday night. They arrived by Monday morning.
That's actually fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was incredible. So now I'm rocking the box frame glasses and the mutton chops, which is freaking everyone out at work because, I mean, it is a different look for me. But I've been enjoying it. They're very polarizing. I like doing polarizing things, and it's either been, wow, man, nice chops, or what the fuck did you do to your face? So
you're all about the controversy, which...
Oh, I love skirting controversy.
But, it's good and it's bad, but it can be definitely really bad at sometimes.
Well, it's all about how you wear it.
Fact.
And I wear them fine.
Yeah, about that. So, I have some good news.
You were telling me. Well, you weren't telling me. You were
tantalizing
hinting at it.
you?
You were, yeah. You were dangling that shit in front of me.
So...
Don't tease. Don't be a tease.
Well, you know how since, I believe it was episode 1, we've been talking about chess boxing.
Yes.
I made all the necessary connections to make it happen.
Oh! What?
Yeah, that's happening. So... We've got to decide on some dates.
Oh, dude, you picked a bad time.
Why is that?
Because I just gained like 6 pounds of muscle.
You're gonna need those 6 pounds.
Yes,
friend.
I am. I'm slowly closing the weight difference. This is going to be the difference between me getting crushed and me holding my own. It's a good thing I started powerlifting when I did.
Yeah, and actually, Emily and I were discussing it over drinks at Noble the other night.
Right.
How, as much as, you may be a better boxer than me even, because I haven't boxed in a while.
Well, it's fresh in my mind.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. But I will still crush you.
Because I know, because you outweigh me by like 40 pounds.
Well, and I did box for a while, so it's not like I don't know what's up, right? And then,
I mean, as far as reach and weight advantage go, I'm boned.
Keep you outside and hit you with heavy stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm way out of my weight class. It's going to be a defensive boxing game, that's for sure. Super technical.
Yeah, well...
He was saying you might be able to...
Checkmate me.
Checkmate him, so...
Because I'm not epic at chess.
That's true. And once I get inside, I will go to your body so hard, it is going to make you unhappy. It's true.
Are we talking about chess still?
Yes. No, we're talking about boxing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you get inside... you're going to regret it.
It's true, but you've got long arms. I mean,
But I can hit short.
It's true.
You get inside, that means you're well within my range.
Exactly. If I can hit you, you can hit me. So that's
and if
the
I
downside.
can hit you, that doesn't necessarily mean you can hit me.
That's true.
It's just...
Well, no, but that's what I
think
mean.
it's going to be fantastic.
If I can hit you, that means you can hit me.
And
so, oh man.
We have some
excited.
work. We have some work for our fans to do then.
Really?
I
Okay,
said our fans, but I meant our listeners, because I don't know if they like us or not. But
yeah, but they keep listening. If only just to tell people how fucking retarded we are at work, or
Well, it's ridiculous. We have more people listening on a weekly basis than we have likes on Facebook.
That makes a little sense. I mean, some people just hop on and and then, they don't actually.
Well,
listen.
not just that, but like you got people who are listening because they're going through iTunes and stuff, and they don't actually go to our...
or some people who just like the page in support of us as personal friends who don't actually listen to podcasts regularly. I know. Yeah, but
but there's way more people listening every week than there are people who liked our Facebook page.
Awesome.
So it's funny. It's weird, but we got some work for you guys.
I want more details about how you managed. Like what have you detailed?
We have a ring.
Okay.
We can use it as long as we book it ahead of time. We can use it whenever we want.
Do we have a location?
Yes. It's out in Bears Lake. Anyway.
Oh, at the gym?
Yeah.
The MMA gym?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Well, can we televise it? Can we yeah, is there admission, like seating, or?
There is seating. We can definitely do it. We bring a lot of people in, do the whole thing for charity.
Should put it
Yeah.
on YouTube. Live YouTube.
Stream it live? You think?
Yeah.
I think it may take some doing, but I know some people who can set that up, who would
Well,
gladly.
I could set it up. It would take a lot of work, though, and I don't want to do
But
that.
I know some people
But
who...
also, wouldn't you want to record the whole thing but not stream it live so that people have to actually go?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because, I mean, putting up a paywall...
The whole point is to raise money for charity.
Gotta put bums in seats.
Right? You want people to show up and donate money to charity to watch us punch each other for no reason.
For sport. That's a reason. It's reason enough.
Well, it's for charity, really.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, and I've been meaning to start my regular run, which goes down the I can't remember what it's called. The Chain Lake Trail, I think it is. It's like almost 7K from my door to that fighting gym. So now it looks like I've got no excuse but to start trying to run it because I'm gonna need the stamina.
You should listen to the Rocky soundtrack while you do it.
You know what?
She should be more stereotypical.
No, the first day... No. The first day I started boxing, I went to Walmart and bought gray sweats. I swear to God. Whatever motivates you, man. Like, I'm a movie guy. I love movie references. Dressing up like Rocky gets me off. You know, it gets me to the gym. It fucking psychs me up.
Not sexually, right?
Maybe a little.
No? That's the answer you're looking for?
Please?
I'm so excited right now, you have no idea.
I know. That's why I was like, because I had this news and I was like, I could tell him, or I could wait and tell him on the show. I was like, because that reaction has to be genuine.
Oh, wow. No, I really am excited. Are we going to need it sanctioned by the Amateur Boxing Association?
No, that's the best part.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, because I guess we don't have records or anything, so it's not going to matter.
So what we need to do is start coming up with, first, and this was the thing I said, we got to get our followers to figure out, send us messages, what charity?
Ooh.
What charity should we do this for?
Would it be inappropriate to say battered women's shelters?
Ironic,
Maybe a
yet...
little.
It would be ironic, not inappropriate.
Are you calling yourself a woman because you're about to be battered?
Ooh, snap. Let the hype begin.
The trash talk's going to be going for a while.
Oh, man. No, but I actually wouldn't mind doing something for women's shelters or for something like that. I mean, because as far as sufferers of violence go, that's probably... It's
Again, ironically helpful. I like it. Well,
Yeah.
so what do you guys think? Tell us what you think we should what we should box for. Well, like,
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
the charity should be. Preferably local. Something local. Like if we're going to do a battered women's shelter, it'd be like the Bryony House.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, try and keep it local to Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Obviously.
You know, the name of our podcast is It's on Halifax, and I know some of our listeners are from Halifax in England. And sorry for the confusion, and thanks for listening all at the same time. But
We'll definitely have a video for you to be able to watch.
yes,
Yeah.
but definitely, if you can come up with a really good charity, that's step one. Right? I mean, step one really was making sure we had a venue to do it, which we do. So done.
We're definitely going to have to see what the capacity of that venue is because...
It's actually bigger than I thought it was.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Because considering how many people I managed to rope into coming to my birthday at the Oasis...
Dude!
Yeah.
I don't have that many friends.
And that was just a birthday party. This is a for charity boxing chess match. Like, what? That's enough to just... Most strangers would be like, what? Yeah, I'm in.
I don't know what this is, but I want to know. So the next is, like, I can do up a poster, but I prefer not to. What I'd like to see is somebody submit to us an 8.5 by 11 poster that we can have printed, and
We need to get Emily to do, like, promos. We'll do
the whole fucking the promo stuff. We'll do a fake weigh-in.
My dick is so hard right now.
This show's gonna be hard to do with a raging erection.
Seriously, I'm really excited because this is kind of the stuff Kevin and I do. I mean, we did some of the green screen work for that Oasis UFC
Which,
promo.
by the way, that promo was fucking epic.
Thank you.
Thank you, Indie Forge Media.
And we can start churning out some promo photos and some hype videos and.
While we're talking, I don't know if you're aware. Actually, I know that you're very much aware. Maladjusted Media taking off. Launched the website this week.
Yeah, I saw that they were looking for
talent.
Yeah, for demos.
So I've got a lineup of over 15 bands right now that want to be in.
Oh, nice.
Only a handful of DJs. If you're a DJ, like a wedding DJ or just a casual DJ, and you want some more gigs, let me know.
You know what? I know some guys from Cape Breton who might be able to take a run up.
Well, I'm just saying, like, all the info's on the website. If you go to maladjustedmedia.ca, you can definitely check that out. Because I'd really appreciate it. Because the more bands and DJs we have at our disposal, the better shows we can put on over the long run.
Yep.
Right? I mean, you don't want to put on a show with the same band every time. I mean, I do, because... I mean, given the choice, I would work with, like... I want every show to have 7 Mile Stare and My Living Will and Devil's Elbow and...
Division of Self.
Division of Self. Those guys are fucking
they
awesome.
Were fun.
Man, those Division of Self guys, like, they're not... like, the biggest names. Like, people don't know who they are. But when people show up to their show, they're like, wow, they're good. They put on a show. They're entertaining. They're just super
high energy
and chill energy guys. They're fucking just chill guys.
And it's funny because of all the bands that we had that one night. I would tell people about them, and My Living Will. No, I never heard of them. Or Devil's Elbow. No, I don't think I ever heard of them. And Division of Self was the only one that some friends of mine were like, oh, I think I went to school with those guys, or oh, one of my buddies in that band. And I'm like, what?
That's ass backwards.
And recently, I met a friend of a friend named Nick, and he mentioned he was in a band, and we were at a house party, so there were some guitars and basses getting passed around and things like that. And turns out, this guy I went to high school with, Keegan, he is part of the band Rising Waters, and this Nick guy that I met was the bassist for Rising Waters, and it's one of those mind blowing things.
Small world.
Wow, small city, huh?
Yeah, no, but yeah, Division of Self though, they're awesome to work with. They're like, yeah, we'll do that. You're like, I haven't even told you what the details are. They're like, okay, so what are the details? Like, like they just don't care. They're just down for whatever.
That's awesome.
Which is exactly what you want. You know what I mean, from a band.
I love it.
Oh, it's fantastic. And they're a lot of fun to work with. So those guys, My Living Will, they're fucking tight. I love their music. Man, go back in time, Armada Drive. They broke my heart, actually.
I know, because talk about a part of It's on Halifax's history, right? Yeah.
Well, the epic Rob Gillen episode.
Now I wish I played in a band just so I could be on his show.
Yeah, because he has Bands versus Booze, which I was lucky enough to be featured on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got interviewed, as I think I said so last week. The episode isn't up yet. It's their pilot episode, so they want to make sure they get it right. But we did the Century Club while they interviewed me, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the finished product.
Well, if you're listening, Rob, you ever need any special effects work done, you give me a call. You want to cut some graphics, some promos, you just let me know.
Well, and they actually just announced on their Facebook page, if you go to Bands versus Booze on Facebook, they just announced on their Facebook page that they picked up a pretty pro editor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I forget this guy's name, Sean Beckwith.
I've heard that name.
Yeah, he's a Halifax filmmaker.
I love it.
Oh, what do they call him? A master editing ninja. That's what they call him.
Whoa. Ninja? Sorry.
Anyway, so yeah, a couple of days ago they posted that the video would be up in a couple of days. So I'm like refreshing their Facebook page, like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
Also, bandsversusbooze.com is their website. There's not a whole lot there yet because, like I said, they just do the. Well, there's me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That was the interview we did. We're setting up all the glasses for our.
Oh, you set up the glass? I thought you would just pour some in and just...
No, well...
Pour them as you go.
Well, that's how I've always done it.
Me too.
So when they went and bought 300 plastic shot glasses...
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's what happened there. And that was a shit ton of fun. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing what it looks like at the end. It's gonna be mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing. It's exciting.
So keep an eye out for that. That's this week, right? Fingers crossed?
Yes, that's this week.
Okay.
Yeah. So also go like them on Facebook. Bands, just look up Bands versus Booze. It's pretty fucking easy. And by the way, the website Bands versus Booze, it's not like Geeks versus Nerds, it's just VS. Bands vs Nerds. No, Bands.
Now, I would love to see that crossover.
Bands versus Nerds?
Geeks versus Booze. I'm pretty sure we have that. It's called Classy Nads.
Actually, there's an interesting YouTube series where these people talk to like scientists and philosophers and stuff and get them completely drunk and then ask them to talk about a subject. I've only seen one episode, but they get them like outrageously drunk where they can't even like stand up.
I wanna see that. I wanna be part of that.
They got this one like guy, some scientist drunk, and had him talk about Nikola Tesla for
Nice.
like an hour. It was
Nice.
hilarious.
He's a vampire. If you watch the series Sanctuary, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
I certainly don't.
Well, he's
haven't.
He's a vampire. Anyway, Anyway, that's a wicked series though.
Shut up.
You just started watching Supernatural.
I watched 2
Sanctuary is better.
Okay. Well,
Amanda Tapping from Stargate SG-1.
Rings a bell.
She's the Colonel Carter.
Right.
She's the woman, clearly, on SG-1.
the woman?
She's the only woman
Because on a
SG-1?
sci-fi show, there's only one at any given time.
Well, no, there's a bunch of women in Stargate SG-1, but she's actually part of SG-1.
Yeah, okay.
So she's actually on the team, as opposed to a supporting role. And they got the token black guy, who technically is an alien.
Token black guy.
And then they got the geek. And then they got the... well, basically it's MacGyver. Everything about it is amazing.
I like it.
Yeah. I've seen every episode of Stargate SG-1.
I still can't believe you got this chess boxing thing set up.
I know! I'm
stoked.
stoked.
My god, I'm so pumped. Okay, that's hopefully the last outburst from me for the next 40 minutes.
Also, we had mentioned that if we do, like, we were talking about our Facebook likes earlier, we have way more listeners than we have Facebook likes, which doesn't make sense to us. So, what we'd like you to do is go to Facebook, facebook.com/itsonhalifax. Like us. Share us. If you never go back to Facebook again, that's fine. But what's going to happen is once we get to 150 Facebook likes, I have a bunch of My Living Will beer cozies that we're going to give out. Since, again, My Living Will are awesome.
Yes.
They're fantastic.
Now, I feel like I saw on the Oasis Facebook page the upcoming UFC fight, which is tonight, is it not?
It was last night.
Oh,
Today's Sunday.
Fuck. Every time, man. Every time.
Dude, you haven't been drinking. What's
know,
your
right?
excuse for not knowing shit?
I don't watch TV.
That's fair. No, it was last night. Jones versus
won.
Sonnen.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Ooh, who won?
I
And
know.
How?
It was a first round knockout. TKO.
Jones.
Yes.
Shit, I said TKO by Jones in the second round.
You
Son of a
did
bitch.
say that. I saw that on Facebook too.
Ugh.
You did say that. So did a couple other people actually picked Jones TKO second round. Nobody picked the first round.
No.
Nobody
Chael
got
Sonnen
it right.
is a tough son of a bitch.
Not one person got it right.
I gave him a round because, I mean, I've seen that guy take some serious damage.
Yeah, referee stopped that shit because he would basically put his hands up He's laying on his side up against the fence, and Jones is raining elbows like it's doomsday.
His elbows are nasty.
Anyway, so Sona's just, no. And then as soon as the ref stopped the fight, Jones gets up and walks away. Sona gets up and is like, no, the fight's not over. But it was like clearly adrenaline. Because afterwards, they're like interviewing him. He's like, he's a better fighter than me.
Oh, wow.
He's just better. Not only that, but Chael Sonnen moved up a weight class to fight him.
That's never good.
Well, that said,
Were they fighting at a catch weight, or was it?
No, he fought at 205.
Ugh.
But he was the WEC 205 champ, Chael Sonnen.
True.
Back in the day. So, like,
but moving weight, either going up or going down, it takes a heavy toll on the body.
Like 8 months ago, he fought Stephan Bonner at 205.
Well, did he fight anyone in between?
Beat the shit out of him, didn't he?
Stephan Bonner? I don't remember seeing that.
Or am I? Fight. I'm mixing things up, aren't I?
I think so.
I think I am. Never mind. I'm drinking.
But yeah, that
I didn't have breakfast and I had
didn't...
half a beer and I
shut up, lightweight.
I got home from work last night at 3:30 in the morning because
that'll happen when you work at a bar.
I worked
the fight. Yeah.
That you thought was Sunday for some reason.
I don't know. But we went off on a little tangent there. I digress.
Oh,
but
where were we?
I was going to say that we should do the same thing for a chess boxing match. Who wins, how, and what round?
Oh,
have a big prize. Because not only do you have TKO, KO, decision, you have checkmate.
Checkmate.
Or,
or stalemate.
Oh, yeah, or draw, yeah.
What happens in a chess boxing match if
you stalemate?
If you stalemate in chess?
I'm going to have to go with you
finish
talking with
boxing.
you. Oh, yeah, that's the way I would do it.
I'm going to purposely stalemate you.
Yeah, the chess game is... Oh, man. I don't know, man. I think I might still be able to win on points. I got you on stamina, and I got you on speed. I can evade your punches.
You haven't seen me play soccer.
You haven't seen my head movement.
That sounds gay.
It's good. I'm gonna pistol whip you with my penis.
For those watching, Lex has just joined us
buddy.
on the couch.
How you doing?
He just showed up out of nowhere. He's probably gonna meow because that's what he does.
Good times.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Lex.
Thank you. Follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, Halifax Lex. He's got a Twitter handle. Pat. Boop. Boop.
There you go. Thanks for saying hi, buddy.
Boop. Boop.
No, sit and be quiet. Stop.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Boop.
Have another drink.
I poked him in the eye. Whatever he's got to.
I love this photo that you posted.
Oh,
it's just sickening.
Can you show the can they see that there? Fucking awesome. The most distressing part about the whole thing, when I posted it, a bunch of people were, well, like, is it porn? There's some deep throating going on. Like, there's a whole bunch of shit. The most distressing part to me is that the really big girl on the left is trying to get salad dressing open. And there's no salad.
Well, no.
There is no salad.
I mean, obviously she's going to put that on the pizza.
Clearly. Which is the most, like...
Or just drink it straight from the bottle.
That's like... How big is that pizza? What, 24 inches? That's got to be 24 inches.
I've never seen a pizza that big.
I've never seen a pizza that big.
Only in America, folks.
It must be Texas, because everything's bigger in Texas.
Would you like to describe this for the listening viewers?
No. Oh, for the listener viewers.
On
our Facebook page, there's a picture of two rather large women. One really and particularly large.
Don't try and sugarcoat it. They're fucking huge.
They're
whales. They're morbidly obese.
They are morbidly obese. I was trying to be politically correct, but
there's
fat people, and then there's these people.
Yes. Just the worst.
And there is a pizza that is bigger than their table. And there's two 2-liter bottles of Coke, one of which a girl is drinking directly out of, which I'm assuming is her.
They have one each. You can see, yeah.
And the big girl is trying to open a bottle of salad dressing, but her fingers are probably too fat to make that happen.
I don't even think
there is no salad in sight. It's not. She's not opening salad dressing
to put on a salad.
No.
She's either using it to put on a pizza, or she's just going to drink it straight from the bottle.
Maybe she's like, I'm not going to drink Coke today. I don't need the sugar, and then she just drinks
starts
the salad
chugging
dressing.
ranch.
And that don't look like no vinaigrette. That's like creamy ranch or, Caesar dressing or something thick and really fattening.
Makes me want to throw up just thinking about it. Considering for breakfast this morning I had low-fat cottage cheese with fruit cut up in it and black coffee. And a
I don't like cottage cheese and I don't like coffee, so...
Oh, man.
But I'll tell you, where I saw that picture, where I found it, basically the caption was, describe this photo in one word, and I thought most of it would be fat, huge, big,
right.
Gross, disgusting. The most common one-word answer was America.
Spot on.
And I thought, how incredibly appropriate is that? That is America in a nutshell.
No, it's America.
America! Because that has to be, that's down south somewhere where they're...
I don't know. That's it could be any rural, locale,
and
really.
The comments on ours, the first comment is, what? Then OMG, Lord Celery for me. Thank you, Pat, for introducing the game called Guess Which One is Pregnant.
Good luck.
Yeah. They've both eaten a baby. I don't know that they have one growing inside them.
Just all you hear is some slimy thud and then, oh, it happened again. I mean, it...
Yeah. Daniel Haig, pregnant with pizza.
Pregnant with actual children, which is what's scary.
What?
Those are the kinds of people who have 6 kids.
Inside them at one time?
No, I just mean... They're just like a baby factory. I don't know how, though. I mean, looking at them, it's just the logistics of even getting it in there would just...
Oh, yeah. Is this
mind-boggling.
porn? Is this porn? I mean, it has deep throating and what appears to be a bed sitting in a chair. Which is the lady on the left.
Weird.
That's how big she is. She is that big.
Good times.
Anyway, all right. So, this day in history. Shall we jam this out now, or shall we take a break and then come back to that?
Yeah, let's come back to it. We're close to a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back to this day in history. And figure out what the hell Lex wants. My kitty, who's sitting here looking like he wants something.
You want your special day to be just right, right? Well, so did I. I called A2 Canada, and all the little details took care of themselves. An audio-video setup, photographer, and even a videographer. All working as a team to capture the memories I cared about. Oh, and I saved a bundle by getting them all in the same place. You should try it.
A2 Canada. Professionalism you can count on.
Oasis, epic sports pub, where you don't have to spend a lot to get a lot.
Mic is on.
What a fucking nice day it is out there.
Yep.
Should we order a pizza and not go out?
Yep.
These days are almost gone. These days.
Man, you have no idea how excited I am. I'm so glad. Fuck.
Here, play this song for the break. It's track 2. Yeah, you can actually find them on Reverb Nation has their music. ReverbNation.com/livingwillmusic.
.com/MyLivingWill.
No, /livingwillmusic. Actually, on Reverb Nation, they may be My Living Will, actually. Yeah, it is My Living Will, I'm sorry. It's Facebook.com that they're Living Will Music.
Big dumb jerk.
Also, they're livingwillmusic.com, so... Yeah, there you go.
Sit back and enjoy the show. It's not like you've got anywhere to go. Now turn on the stereo and we'll get stoned. It's not like you've got anywhere to go. And it's not like we belong. These days are almost gone. These days are almost gone. An empty field, an old guitar. It always seemed like we would go so far. Even driving nowhere in my car. It always seemed like we would go so far. We need an ending to this story. Stick around, write it for me. These days they're almost gone. These days they're almost gone. So I'll let go now. But could you tell me when this party ends? Will we still have a place here? So long, my friend. To see you when you come around again. Don't get stuck in a rut here. Sit back, enjoy the show. I know you've got somewhere you've gotta go. And it's not like we belong. These days are almost gone. 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 These days are all but gone.
Apparently we're back.
Oh, well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah. For those of you that were watching live, you got to hear These Days Are Almost Gone by My Living Will over the break, which is fun.
You love that song.
I do.
You're always walking around the house singing it, and I think it's great.
It's catchy and it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, but you usually just sing the chorus, which is fine, because that's the catchy part.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
You gotta have a good hook, man.
Oh, and that's a wicked hook.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Also, they have a song that I've only ever seen them do live. I don't think they have it on any albums or anything. But it's called Albino Baby.
Yes, I remember Albino
Fucking
Baby. Oh,
awesome.
fuck, that was funny. I'm surprised they don't get more radio play than they do. Then again, I don't listen to many of the local radio stations.
They're on Live 105 once in a blue.
I thought as much.
Yeah.
Seems right.
Albino Baby, your hair is white. No, is it? Your temper's short, your hair is white. That's funny. Anyway, it's about a baby who's a total dickhead. ruins an entire restaurant worth of people's night by being just a loud, crying, obnoxious, well, a baby. Anyway, so he writes this song to sort of cheer up the staff, and then they jammed it out, and it became a thing, and I think it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah. And I see that Emily has brought up...
This Day in History.
This Day in History, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if anything good happened today.
U.S. President James Monroe proclaimed naval disarmament on the Great Lakes and Lake Champlain in 1818.
You are skipping way ahead.
Yeah, because there was stupid other shit. Oh, wait.
1686, the first volume of Isaac Newton's Principia Mathematica was published. I mean, come on, that's huge. That not only revolutionized science.
A mutiny on the ship Bounty took place when a rebel crew took the ship and set sail to Pitcairn
Island. The mutineers left Captain W. Bligh and 18 sailors adrift. Well, that was a dick move.
Mutiny on the Bounty. That was.
I bet the guy who committed the mutiny looked exactly like me.
That was totally a movie. I'm sure of it.
The Mutiny on the Bounty was a book and then a movie.
Oh, sweet.
But it definitely was a movie. 1916. Or wait, am I skipping ahead? You moved things. A revolution broke out in the Dominican Republic in 1902.
Viva.
The British declared martial law throughout Ireland this day in 1916.
Oh man, the Irish are harsh. I'm sure that didn't go over well.
And they've never been friends since.
No, definitely not. And
Azerbaijan joined the USSR in 1920.
What? Is
Azerbaijan
Azerbaijan still a country?
I don't know.
I believe
What
so.
a mouthful. The League of Nations was founded in 1919. Is that a superhero team?
I don't know. The first organized night baseball game was played in Independence, Kansas.
Well, doesn't that just sound like a big slice of American apple pie?
The yellow fever vaccine for humans was announced.
Never even heard of the yellow fever. That's probably why.
Yeah, because that was 1932.
Sweet. Good on you, people who designed that. The first animated cartoon electric sign was displayed in a building in Broadway, New York City. Nice. 1937.
Created by Douglas Light.
And now there's tons of them.
Benito Mussolini and his mistress were executed by Italian partisans as they attempted to flee the country in 1945.
Good enough for you, you pansy. I mean Mussolini, mind you. He was just like the nerdy best friend of all the other really intense dictators. He'd just tag along and be like, oh, I'm doing it too.
Well, yeah.
Jackass.
He was just like, well, this dictator was the last one to speak to me, so I guess I'll do that.
I don't know why, but that just made me think of, like, the fat kid from the Goonies.
Which is pretty much
The
what I was
truffle
trying
shuffle, do it.
Hey, Bonito, do the truffle shuffle.
The Allies indicted Tojo with 55 counts of war crimes.
I don't even know what that means.
War crimes.
Who the
are
fuck
bad.
is Tojo?
Someone who committed war crimes.
55 of them.
Apparently. That's a lot of war crimes.
A lot of them.
1952, the U.S. occupation of Japan officially ended. That's good.
Wow, the U.S. and 47 other countries were involved in that treaty.
Yeah, well, I mean, they weren't really getting along at the time. Because, you know,
Not really.
the atomic bomb and Pearl Harbor and things. Wasn't really cool. So 47 other countries were like, alright, shake hands. Jesus.
In 1965, the U.S. Army and Marines invaded the Dominican Republic to evacuate Americans. We have a problem with the Dominican? Or
yeah.
the States do?
We have a really hard time... Well, the states have a really hard time keeping it as a puppet state. Ooh, 1967. Muhammad Ali refused induction into the U.S. Army and was stripped of his boxing title. Which is a huge moment in U.S. history. And in boxing.
Yeah, I totally remember that. I was there. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, 1967.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't there.
That was shortly after he changed his name to Muhammad Ali.
You are a lot older than I
Because
thought
he was,
you were.
yeah, he was drafted as Cassius Clay.
Yeah. And he's he converted to the Nation of Islam.
And according to the movie with starring Will Smith, when they called out Cassius Clay as a step forward, he wouldn't.
He refused to answer. I think that's super cool because arguably if he hadn't have been stripped of that title, he would have went on to be one of the greatest boxers. His record would have reflected the fact that he was one of the greatest boxers of all time. Because as it goes, his legend is a little bit bigger than his. There were better boxers in the world than Muhammad Ali, but as far as personality and his effect on boxing as a whole, then I mean, that's a whole other discussion anyway.
But he did beat everyone he ever boxed. He didn't win every match.
No,
But if he didn't win, he had a rematch.
that's true.
And he won. He has beaten every fighter he's ever faced.
Yeah, but I mean, then you have boxers like...
That's huge.
You have Joe Louis. Even Tyson in his prime, I think, would have given Ali such a run for his money.
Ali in his prime and Tyson in his prime?
I think Tyson would have just gutted him.
Because Tyson wouldn't have got tired like everyone else. That
Yes, he
rope-a-dope,
would've.
that rope-a-dope shit wouldn't have worked on
Well,
Tyson.
no, the difference is Tyson would have gotten tired because he had a respiratory condition, and that's why he always tried to end matches in the first 5 rounds. Because anything beyond that, he was almost useless. But the rope-a-dope wouldn't have worked because I think Tyson would have just picked him apart. But the rope-a-dope worked on Joe Frazier, who at the time, and I still think it was the hardest puncher in boxing of all time. So it's arguable to say whether or not the rope-a-dope would have worked. It's probably very, very difficult. And I think that's a credit to Muhammad Ali's toughness at the same time.
Fair enough.
I would have loved to see it anyway.
Look at that. 1985, the largest sandcastle in the world was completed near St. Petersburg, Florida. It was 4 stories tall.
Jesus.
You could live in that.
You could.
Yeah, I don't think there were supports or anything. It was probably solid. You could live on top of it. That's kind of cool.
That's fucking huge.
You need
Yeah.
a crane to finish that thing.
That's bigger than the house I grew up in.
Yeah, I can't help but... Yeah, really, it is. I can't help but wonder how you would finish the top of that.
I don't know what that means. Okay. 1992, the U.S. Agriculture Department unveiled a pyramid-shaped recommended diet chart. That's where that came from.
That was in 92.
Yup.
I was 9.
I was 4.
Shut up. Let's see. What else is there? Anything interesting there? A worldwide treaty to ban chemical weapons took effect in 1997. Russia and other countries such as Iraq and North Korea did not sign. So they didn't sign the treaty to end chemical weapons.
Oh, what does it say about Bill Clinton? Man, I love Bill Clinton.
Where are we? Oh, President Bill Clinton gave a 4.5-hour videotaped testimony as a defense witness to the criminal trial of his former Whitewater business partners.
Oh, I was hoping he gave a 4.5-hour saxophone solo.
I was hoping to give a 4.5-hour explanation of how awesome he was. That's the only white president that every black man in America would vote for over and over again.
Yeah, everyone says, "Oh, Obama, the first black president." I'm like, no. Clinton was the first
was-
black president.
Exactly.
But he loved getting some strange. He loved his big-ass white women.
Yep. Played the sax.
Yeah. But he had soul, man. Fucking wicked. Remember when America's biggest problem was its president getting some head?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then Bush happened.
Yeah. I was reading a lot of articles lately. They keep going back. And now they credited him as the worst president ever.
Who?
Bush. Not simply because of the reasons that most people like to cite, but the fact that he took a lot of honesty away from politics. and essentially started this whole Republican bullshit storm. Yeah, it's fucking awful. The state of politics is just the
here's the
worst.
problem with most of that statement is that he's not smart enough to have done any of that. It was all of the people around him. He was literally the Republican puppet. It just wasn't okay that he was president twice in a row. There's something wrong with the United States. And we, as the rest of the world, should have intervened somehow. Anyway, just saying. A Russian rocket launched from Central Asia with the first space tourist aboard. The crew consisted of California businessman Dennis Tito and 2 cosmonauts. The destination was the International Space Station. They say the destination was. Did they make it there? There's no details on that.
I'm assuming they did. I don't know.
That's weird. I didn't say anything. Oh well. Harper Lee, the author of To Kill a Mockingbird's birthday is today.
I love that book.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Harper Lee she was a wonderful woman, and has been portrayed by a lot of wonderful actresses in all the movies that they've made about Truman Capote, in
Yes.
Cold Blood and Insidious, Infamous, not Insidious.
Insidious is a very different movie.
That's a horror movie, yeah. But I love all those movies. I love hearing about that. And In Cold Blood is one of the best movies, or one of the best books I've ever read, as is To Kill a Mockingbird. Go read that shit.
It's Saddam Hussein's birthday today. Or would be.
Or would be. Motherfucker didn't get hung.
Let's see, what else? Jay Leno. Also, he received a Hollywood star on this day.
Oh, nice.
That's
On
what I
his
got
birthday.
on his birthday.
What's
That's
that?
Nice.
Cute.
Yeah, he got a Hollywood star on his
I heard
birthday.
John Walters, 1945, from Doctor Hook, who I believe is going to be playing in Halifax very soon.
At the casino.
Yeah.
They're at the old casino.
Man, good old Doctor Hook.
Yeah. George Garcia? He was in Lost.
Played Becker. I can't remember who Becker was.
No, Becker wasn't in Lost. Becker was a TV series.
Yeah, never mind then. Oh, Jessica Alba.
Penelope Cruz and Jessica Alba. I used to have a huge crush on Penelope Cruz. And
I
then
used to have a huge crush on Jessica Alba.
She
And
was
I
not
still do.
old.
And then she had a kid.
Jessica
Who?
Alba?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's like one of the hottest women on Earth. And,
And she ruined it by passing a child through her
well,
vagina.
not only that, but they cast her as the Invisible Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me laugh. Although,
Irony. Gave them lots of opportunity to get her naked, though.
come on, that strip show, that strip tease, I should say, because she doesn't actually get naked in Sin City. Come on.
I would commit many sins.
I love Sin City 2. I'm so pumped for Sin City 2. And we recently had a summer blockbuster episode of Classy Nads that should be coming out in the next couple of days. Man, there's so many movies. Why do they have to come out in the summer? I should be outside, not in a movie theater.
Yeah,
God
I've
damn
always
it.
wondered why summer is like the blockbuster time for movies when all the big ones come out.
Because movie theaters are air conditioned.
Oh, yeah. But if you live in a cold place already,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
true.
Like, if you lived a little farther north from here, it doesn't get that much.
I'm just... Look.
But who's on board for
people,
going...
more people, students in particularly, have free time in the summertime, and therefore they are willing to spend the money to go to the theater rather than,
Yeah.
well, I have a lot of shit to do, so I'm just going to download the torrent and watch it when I watch it.
Hitting that 18 to 28 demo.
Yeah.
That's
It's true.
It's
big time.
huge.
Who wants to go see Iron Man 3 this week?
May 3rd.
Yes.
Yeah. Hands up everywhere.
I
Bam. I've already seen the last two
coming
in
up
theaters, so
Soon is Great Gatsby, Baz Luhrmann's.
love Baz
I
Luhrmann
will
as a
watch
director.
anything that he makes.
You know what's funny? I have never, and I've made a point, to never watch something in the theater twice.
What? Why? I saw Moon 3 times. I saw
Moon
Looper.
was awesome.
I saw Looper twice.
Was that Ron Livingston?
No.
No, who was in Moon?
Um.
It was Kevin Spacey's voice.
Yeah, Kevin and Christ, he was in Iron Man 2. Sam Rockwell.
Oh, you're right. Sam Rockwell.
Directed by David Bowie's son.
What a fucking fantastic movie.
I know.
And
That's why I saw it in theaters 3 fucking times.
And Kevin Spacey played Gertie, the robot.
Yes, just his voice though.
Yeah, the voice of the robot,
Because,
of the AI on the ship.
Of all
the
the
base.
science fiction that's come out in the last few years, I mean, it had flavors of 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is arguably the greatest science fiction piece ever made, and one
I've
of the
never
best,
seen it from start to finish.
One of the best films ever made. I saw that in theaters as well. You want to talk about an experience? Not only did I see it in theaters, I saw it in theaters on 3 grams of mushrooms. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. You want to, like, I walked out of there and all I could do was sit down on the side of the road going, what? Oh, God. But no, but it, like, really, I can't believe you haven't seen it one end to the other, Adam.
I haven't. No, I've pretty much seen all of it in bits and pieces, but I've never seen it start to finish.
It's not the same because it takes you on such a journey from the inception of mankind's ingenuity to the conundrum of creating life ourselves. Oh man,
I can't let you do that, Dave.
It's so mind blowing. We should eat some more pot brownies and sit down. Remember what happened last time?
Oh, that's why I've only done that twice in my life.
Don't tell me you didn't have a great time watching classic episodes of The Simpsons.
That was awesome. Unfortunately, the second time we did it, you hand mixed the batter, so it wasn't evenly distributed.
And we got super fucked up.
Yeah, some of the cookies were duds, and some of them were not.
All right, sorry. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, use a mix master.
Yeah,
fucker.
yeah, I know.
And I'm not eating
And
anything
yet,
else you bake that doesn't involve an actual mix master.
Well, you have to put it in as early as possible. I made the batter and then put it in and then stirred the batter
You need
around.
to do liquidy first.
Exactly.
So that way it distributes to the whole
I
thing.
should have
mixed it with the butter.
I should have been mixing it from the get-go, yeah. So, my mistake. I'm sorry.
It is what it is. Lesson learned.
But seriously, even just to watch 2001: A Space Odyssey, you do have to be, like, to really get the profundity and the scope of it, I believe you do kind of have to be in an altered state, or at least have to go into it without expectation or really with an open mind. Because I know a lot of people who are like, oh, that movie was fucking the worst. It was so boring. And I'm just like, you are ignorant and tasteless and go fuck yourself.
Tell me how you really feel.
I've said that a lot. Like, another one of my favorite movies, The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, is pushing like 3 solid hours. But they say it's probably the single most accurate depiction of Jesse James as a mild sociopath and an egotist and things like that. But, you know, it's a character piece more than it is a Western. But people are like, oh, that movie was so fucking boring. And I'm just like, it was beautifully shot. It was wonderfully acted. It was well written. Fuck you for having no patience, you summer blockbuster, dick-eating, Michael Bay loving piece of shit.
Oh, fuck Michael Bay in the goat ass.
Yeah, well, Pain and Gain actually looks mildly entertaining.
Does The Rock not look unusually jacked in that poster?
Yeah, I saw a photo online recently of The Rock in like 1996, and then The Rock now in Pain and Gain, and it says The Rock, the only one who can make The Rock look like a pussy.
Yeah, he went all out. This Pain and Gain movie, like he's with Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg looks cut, like ripped, like
Yeah, they're both
but
jacked.
like naturally, like not. I won't. I'm sorry. Naturally may not be the right word. Like he looks definition, like fit, like cut, like just well defined. The Rock looks like
A roided out freak show.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger in the 80s.
Yes. But then again, I mean, it's... I would love to find out what their regimen is, though, just seeing as how I only started something like that and like, started taking an interest.
Speaking of movie and actors with regimens, did you see the training regimen for the actors that were in 300?
No, but I imagine it was grueling.
There is an entire, like, DVD feature, a featurette on the 300 DVD. just of their training regiment.
It doesn't surprise me. Which it would actually is getting a sequel. The Battle of Thermopylae, I think it's called. Yeah, 300 is getting a sequel.
Whoa!
Well, a prequel, essentially.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's not really. You can't have a sequel, obviously.
But the Battle of Thermopylae was the movie 300. The Battle of the Hot Gates, Thermopylae.
Oh, well, I can't remember what the title of the. Anyway, well, we'll see. What
300
the title
is the story of Thermopylae.
Yeah. But yeah,
and it's actually to this day. You know that moment. You want our weapons? Come and get them. To this day, the Greek army, they have, that's what it says on their shoulders. It says, "Come and get them," in Greek.
This is really interesting. The 300 workout. The workout gets its name from the total number of repetitions, but those 300 reps weren't done daily, as some media accounts report. Twilight says the 300 workout was the finale of months of training, a kind of graduation test after actors had weightlifted and trained with tools such as medicine balls and kettlebells. It's daunting and includes these weight training moves: 25 pull-ups, 50 deadlifts at 135 pounds, 50 push-ups, 50 box jumps with 24-inch box, nice, 50 floor wipe, wow, 50 clean and press of 36 pounds, 25 more pull-ups, Jesus. Yeah, that's a lot.
But they have a whole special on their training regime where they would flip tires.
Oh yeah,
we
did that in boxing for a while.
Yeah, but tires that were.
Oh yeah, they're 50.
They're
60
not flippable.
Pounds.
No.
Oh yeah, they're huge. Well, the tractor tires probably more like 100 and something.
They're more than that. These are like 300-pound tires that they're like lifting and flipping and lifting and flipping.
Oh, there's no way that you could lift a 300. Well, I guess you could.
Because you're not lifting the whole 300 pounds of it, right? You're pitching it, right?
That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up.
It's awesome. Look it up. It's a featurette on the 300 DVD.
Yeah, because the one that I've been doing recently is called The Look of Power, and it focuses on the back and shoulders and a lot of places that don't really. It's everything but the glamour muscles, essentially, which I think is a great idea. A lot of core stuff, a lot of deadlifts and lower back shit like that. So it's good. It's a good solid groundwork for anything else you want to do. So I think I'm gonna do that for a month or two and then move on to something else. And I think the 300 workout would be pretty fucking solid. Man, love those movies. Zack Snyder.
That movie, Gerard Butler was the fucking man in that movie.
He was the man tits.
What's the name of the guy that he lost his eye and he told the whole story, he narrated it.
Oh shit. Was it Dominic West? No, it wasn't Dominic West.
David Wenham?
I have to see these guys' faces, though. I don't think I've ever... Yes,
That's,
it was
David Wenham. David Wenham. Yeah.
He was in Public Enemy. He was in The Lord of the Rings, really.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Rise of an Empire is the name of the new 300 movie.
Rise of an Empire. There you go.
So
that makes sense because the Battle of Thermopylae is...
that was...
Yeah. And he's gonna narrate that again because he's just got the right voice for that.
Oh yeah, it was solid.
And I mean, especially where it's like, you gotta remember, like, that movie was based on a graphic novel, which was based on a book, which was based on a movie, which is based on a historical event.
What? I'm pretty sure it was just a graphic novel based on a historical event.
No, Frank Miller took inspiration from this book that he had read, which took inspiration from this movie, which was based on the original event.
Yeah, I suppose.
Right? So a lot of the facts got skewed in the movie.
Oh, wait, what's that old saying? Well, creativity means concealing your sources.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no such thing as creativity, only stealing you get away with.
Yes. But I think this movie's going to be cool. Eva Green is in it. Thank you. God. She was my favorite Bond girl, personally, in Casino Royale.
Vespa.
Yeah, That seems interesting.
I'm excited. She wasn't your typical Bond girl either. Like,
No, not at all.
That whole character had actual depth.
Well, exactly.
Whereas none of the Bond girls did.
Yeah, that's definitely to her credit.
Yeah. Lots of hot girls. Game of Thrones
What about it?
is getting interesting, and I'm looking forward to it.
Getting interesting. Fuck yeah, it's getting interesting. The
Well,
last
there's-
episode
you know
is
what?
one of the best I've ever seen.
I'm almost done with the Night's Watch. That storyline is pissing
Alright.
me off.
It's going to be important.
I'm sure it is. Like you have to follow it because it's gonna clearly all these storylines are gonna clash.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to follow it. But I'm just like, oh my god,
Yeah, these fuckers again.
oh, like you're all idiots. What's wrong with all of you?
Well, the fact that they're all criminals and degenerates or outcasts that's what's wrong with all of them. They're shitty people.
Once they finally killed their commander, I was like, I'm done with you.
Spoiler alert, dude. Come on.
Whoops.
Not everybody on the internet has seen it. Although it was last week and you should have, you jackasses.
The new episode's up today. What's wrong with you? Whoops.
Anyway, new episode tonight, which I'm super psyched for. Super psyched! The best.
Yeah. So anyway, what's your plan for the week, Emily? We don't ask you that question often, so
My week?
yeah.
I do a lot of simulated patient work for Dell, so I have training sessions and an exam. Yeah. So I'm mostly going to go learn how to be a sick person.
I know how to be a sick person. I also know how not to be, which is also good. Hey, we actually got a response already on the chess boxing charity.
Oh.
Bruce Amy, a friend of mine, who helped write the bottom, which should be out in the next 2 weeks. We're recording the theme song next week. He says the Parker Street Food Bank, which I think is an outstanding suggestion.
Okay. All right.
Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It's a completely independent food bank outside of the
It's not
Feed
part
NS.
of Feed Nova Scotia.
Nope. It's something like 90% of the funds that get donated go right back to feeding people. It's incredibly transparent, and I guess the guy who runs this food bank is he's the closest thing to a modern day saint that Halifax might have ever produced.
Then why don't we contact them?
We
See
should.
if they would be interested in partnering.
Yeah, why not? Couldn't hurt. I've heard nothing but great things from a lot of people about it. And at Video Difference, they have the bring 2 items of food, non-perishable food, and get a free rental. That's the Parker Street Food Bank. Partnered with them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So maybe we can get VD on board.
Yeah, so, everybody, give us more suggestions. Tell us if you'd like to do it. Yeah. So now
Why is Emily giggling?
Now you laugh at a childish joke. When things are serious. Really, Emily? That's inappropriate. That's not okay.
I may have made a facial...
Just end that there.
I gave her the facial. Anyway, what's the word?
Goodbye.
Whatever. Yeah. Good night, everyone. I mean, good afternoon.
Oh, shit.
Why are you swearing at me?
You done fucked up.
No, it's Adam's computer. The video's off. That was a little shaky ending. Oh, fuck my life.
We can just re-record an actual ending.
Just so they can hear that they're watching. This episode of It's On Halifax was brought to you by A2 Canada and Oasis on Spring Garden Road.